Today's video we're going to do a popping popcorn with no oil, just in a regular pan. Now this is an organic, and luckily there's no scratches in it, but this will probably work with a stainless steel also. So I'm taking 1/3 cup of popcorn, but any popcorn, absolutely no oil. I'm going to turn the heat up. Make sure you put a lid on it. This just happens to have a vent hole to let out any extra steam. And once again, popcorn being popped with no oil or butter or anything. It's just being put in the pan. It should work because basically popcorn works because there's moisture inside the kernel. And once that moisture gets to a certain temperature, it makes the kernel pop. So we just have to wait for it to get up to a temperature. You can see I'm moving the pan just to keep things moving a little bit. As you can see, we're starting to get a little steam inside the glass lid. Oh, I'm hearing some popping. If I turn the light out here. Okay, I can hear a little bit of a cooking going on. We're about 2 minutes into the video. I don't know if you can hear the sizzling. Still moving it around. Definitely getting some steam inside now built up. We are about 1:50. And close to 3 minutes now, I believe. Once again, just moving the pan a little bit. Oh, and there we have some popcorn. Now it's finally going. And as you can see, it is working. Then what I'll do is I'll just dump this popcorn into a container, and the pan's hot, and I'll put a little bit of butter in there and melt it, and then I'll pour it over the popcorn, and there we go. But this is absolutely no oil or anything in the pan, just the regular kernels right on the pan. I think it's a big myth that people think you have to have oil in there, and you don't. As long as you keep it moving. Like I said, this is a 1/3 cup of kernels that are in this pan. And it's slowing down, so I'm actually going to shut the heat off. And we'll take the lid off. It didn't quite pop entirely. So not a lot of waste. I mean, this is all good here. And we're gonna melt some butter, a little bit of salt, and there you go. Organics claim, and even that copper fusion pan that says no stick. Well, right there you just saw popcorn sticking to it. So that's don't buy into all the myth. The best thing to do is just get a good stainless steel or a good cast iron pan and use that, because that's the safest actually. You can see the pan's still hot. I'm just going to melt some butter a little bit. Why I bought this pan, I bought into all the claims that, oh, you non-stick and all this other, when it's just as crappy as Teflon. The only difference is you don't have the Teflon chemicals that you're eating. You know, instead you get to deal with this pan, which is not non-stick unless you treat it every single time. So you may as well just go with cast iron or stainless And a little bit of butter. As you can see, it does burn. It'll clean up all right, but the main thing is just showing you can do popcorn without any oil or anything. Oil or butter you will have is the stuff you add afterward. So, bon appetit and enjoy.